A blessed day to all po. I praise God for this opportunity to share with you this instructional video on how to use the worship collection that is currently installed in the Nord Stage 2EX. The worship collection is actually a collection of sounds that is tailor-made for praise and worship. Previously, we were just using what is in the Nord, but then coming up with that worship sound takes a lot of trial and error, hit or miss, and we're not sure if that's exactly the sound that we're looking for. But with the worship collection, the creator, which is Patch Foundry, was able to come up with some patches that sounds really good for praise and worship. So, all right, I would like to share with you how to navigate so you can find the patches, how to use it, and also how it sounds. I am recording this using my iPhone, and the sound that you will be hearing will be coming out of my portable PA system, which is a stereo system. Right now, the Nord is outputting channel 1 and channel 2, which is a stereo output. So it might sound different from how we have it configured in church. In church, I think we're just using one channel, so we're not getting the full stereo sound. So hopefully and prayerfully, the iPhone will be able to capture the actual sound that is coming out of my speakers. All right, here is a closer look of the control panel of the Nord Stage 2EX. Previously, all the sounds are spread out in these program banks, but as you can see right now, if I press on program bank A, it's empty. Program bank B is empty. C is also empty. But in program bank D, that's where all the patches are. And that's 100 of them actually. The logic behind that is that we will be able to preserve all the original sounds in bank D. And when the time comes for, let's say, a user finds a particular patch and then he or she would modify it and would like to keep it, they would be able to save it into any of these 3 empty banks, which I will make a video much later. All right, so let's take a look at how it's laid out right now. Every bank, for example, bank D, every bank has pages. So right now, this is page 20. If I click this button, it will move to page 19, page 18, and so forth. Every page has 5 places to store patches. You can use this button to move it. When I click on this one, it will show page 21, page 22, page 23, and so on and so forth. Or you can use the dial. You can actually see the LED light moving when you scroll it according to what is selected. And if you continue scrolling, it will just go through all the pages. And when you look at it right now, everything is categorized. Right now, this is at the very end of the page. All the grand pianos are there. And as you continue to move, you will find that, upright pianos. And then we get to electric pianos. And then we get to the organ. And then we get to acoustics. And then strings. And then more acoustics. And then the synth. And so forth and so on. In order to get to the very end, just scroll the program dial counterclockwise and you will get to the very end. Okay, now I will demonstrate to you how, not all, but some of the sounds. Alright, so here is how you can play with the patches. Make sure you're not in live mode. If the LED light is on, that means you're in live mode. So just click it and then you're in program mode right now. At the moment, I am at the very end, so this is how it will sound like. It has that new white grand piano sound from Nord. And as if you will notice, the mod wheel light is on. That means that a patch is assigned to the mod wheel. You can actually see it when I move the mod wheel. The frequency knob LED is moving. And this is how it sounds like actually. If I play a chord and if I move this, you can actually hear the pad coming in. Can you see that? So if you're ever wondering, let's say if you just started playing with it and you can't hear anything, just make sure that you move the mod wheel and you will be able to hear the pad underneath. So that's one pad. There you go. One technique you can do is, let's say if this will be used as a main keys for praise and worship, just hold on the chord, or maybe I will turn off the piano. I will hold on to a chord and then slowly bring in the sound. I hope you can hear that. Then we can turn on the piano. So that's how it works. You might also notice that only slot A is turned on, but there's also a sound assigned to slot B. Let's listen to it. Oh, what's in there? Oh, there you go. Let me turn off the piano so we can hear what's in there. All right. And if we combine it, in order to turn both, hold on one button and press the other one. Let's turn on the, I'm gonna turn off the piano on this one, turn the piano on this one. Anything that is a blinking means that's the active slot. So if I turn off the piano here, there will be no piano. If I turn the piano on, then the piano will sound. If I click on this, anything that I move here or touch will only affect the other slot. Okay, so let's listen to it. So that's how you use it. You have to use the mod wheel to be able to hear the pad or whatever is whatever sample is selected in the synth section. Let's try another pad. Actually, I found one that's really nice. If I move down, page 21, I think it sounds really good. If I turn off the piano, let's listen to it. And again, there's also a sound assigned to slot B. So if we play it together, let's play it together with the piano. So that's how you use it. So anytime you go out of a program and go back to it, it will reset. Okay, so let's try other sounds. Let's say move to upright. It's using upright pianos. So it's the same. You can play around with it and listen to what's in it to find your sound that you want. There's also moving back, moving forward. There's electric piano. What's in slot B? It has that high pitch strings. Let's play together. And let's look at some organs. When you see this, it means the organ section is on. So you won't be hearing anything. Move it all the way down. Move the mod wheel all the way down so that the organ will play. In slot B, it also has an organ. This button activates the Leslie speaker. Right now, if it's off, but if you turn it on, can you hear that vibrato? It emulates that Leslie speaker. It's a speaker that spins around. It's like a singing voice, right? At the end, you can turn it on so that you will have vibrato. So there you go. Let's take a look at. Let's hear some synth. Oh, there's also some accordion. So there, here you can see that this one is, but in slot B, it's an octave higher. So when you turn both on, it will create a much fuller sound compared to just one slot. With two slots on, okay, let's move on. And oh, there's also strings. Nothing sounding. Make sure the mod wheel is on. Maybe you can start a verse like this with the frequency really low, and as you go to the pre-chorus, you can build it up. And then during the chorus, let's listen to some. There's also brass. Oh. Sorry. It sounds flat, but if we turn on slot B, see, it's an octave higher. You can play around with the octave by clicking the octave shift button. If you click on that, you can see that octave shift is 0. It's gonna sound the same as the other slot. But if you want a fuller sound, you can just move the octave up. It's gonna show +1 octave shift, so it's gonna be an octave higher, so that when you turn both slot on, wrong key anyway, but that's how you use it. So maybe during the intro, you can do full frequency, full sound. And then during the verse, you can turn the frequency down and it's gonna be slightly muted. So that's, that's how I use it personally. Okay, and finally, there's also some arpeggiators. Again, different arpeggiator in every slot, so you can play around with that. And finally, synth. Of course, there's another one in slot B, which I suspect will be, an octave higher. So when you turn both on, so let's say you're in the verse, you can drop the frequency a bit. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed listening to the new worship collection sound that we have in the Nord Stage 2 EX. In the next video, I will be showing to you how you can save. Let's say I want to save this one in the live mode so that I can easily recall it during live performance. That will be in the next video. For now, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. God bless.